Right now at noon, Molson Coors employees are returning to work 1 week after the fatal shooting at the company. And the latest on the coronavirus, as a second person in the United States has died from the illness.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 this Monday afternoon. Hope you all had a good weekend. A sunny start to the work week. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your first warm forecast. Hi, Chris.
Good afternoon, Mark. Things are certainly sunny, but we're also chillier than we were 24 hours ago. We had a weak cold front come through, but keep in mind just how warm things were 24 hours ago. We are 9 degrees cooler right now in Madison. You can see the winds coming out of the north and west now instead of the south, ushering in some temperatures that are a little bit colder. Right now we do sit at 38. But boy, is it beautiful out there. The wind chill, if you catch the breeze, is down to about 31. We are not concerned about any rain or snow coming out of the skies right now. The next thing, though, that I am tracking, it's this little system that you see across parts of southern Canada, approaching Winnipeg, moving into the Dakotas. That will bring us a slight chance to see some snowflakes or rain showers earlier on tomorrow morning. But with spring fever in full effect, we're counting down. Meteorological spring started yesterday. The true astronomical spring is just 17 days away, Mark.
But spring weather, we don't know exactly when.
We will see what happens with that one.
All right, thank you, Chris. We'll see you in a few minutes. Molson Coors employees are returning to work at the Milwaukee brewery where a worker fatally shot 5 co-workers and then himself. A company email says employees coming back to work today will find heightened security measures, including additional guards, both armed and unarmed. Counseling services will be available for employees as well. Last night, a couple of hundred people gathered outside Milwaukee's City Hall for a vigil in honor of the victims. Union officials, politicians, clergy members, and others spoke out against violence and hatred. A Janesville man is in jail after mishandling a gun that went off, accidentally shooting a woman. The Rock County Sheriff's Department says 22-year-old Colton Downing was arrested yesterday for causing injury by negligent use of a dangerous weapon, among other weapons and drug charges. Downing was allegedly holding the gun in La Prairie Township when he accidentally fired it, shooting a 19-year-old woman in the stomach. She was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and is expected to recover. Downing is scheduled for a court appearance tomorrow. Kenosha County officials are pursuing a homicide by intoxicated use of a motor vehicle charge against the driver of a motorcycle in a fatal crash. Deputies say it happened in the 26,800 block of Camp Lake Road just before 8 last night when the driver failed to negotiate a curve, causing the vehicle to crash into a ditch. Both the driver and the passenger of the Harley-Davidson motorcycle were thrown from the vehicle and taken to the hospital. The passenger, a 42-year-old female from Illinois, later died from her injuries. The driver, a 43-year-old male from Illinois as well, is being treated for serious injuries. Law enforcement officials said alcohol played a role in the crash. New cases of coronavirus are still surfacing across the nation. Health officials in Washington state confirm a second person has died from the coronavirus. The focus there is on a nursing home near Seattle that has 2 confirmed cases, while more than 50 others connected to the facility are being tested. The number of states with confirmed cases is now up to 12, including New York, where a female healthcare worker in her 30s is isolated in her Manhattan home after contracting the virus in Iran.
This is a trained healthcare professional. Obviously, in this environment, she was very aware of the possibilities. So she did textbook everything right.
In Washington, D.C., President Trump and his coronavirus task force are meeting with drug company executives to get an update on developing a vaccine. On Twitter this morning, the president wrote, "Progress being made." As the coronavirus spreads across the world, Italy has emerged as the hardest hit country in Europe. The number of cases in Italy soared by 50% on Sunday to more than 1,700. The State Department raised its travel advisory for 2 regions in northern Italy to level 4, its highest level, urging Americans not to travel there. Delta and American Airlines announced that they will temporarily suspend flights to and from Milan, Italy. More than 1,300 delegates are at stake in tomorrow's Super Tuesday election, but voters will have 2 fewer candidates to choose from than they did just a couple of days ago. Both Pete Buttigieg and Tom Steyer have dropped out of the Democratic presidential race. Buttigieg suggested his decision is designed to stop Senator Bernie Sanders from amassing an insurmountable delegate lead on Super Tuesday.
Mayor Buttigieg, I think, seeing the writing on the wall that he's not likely to be the nominee, is looking at this as an opportunity to maybe coalesce support behind Biden.
Voters in 14 states, including California and Texas, head to the polls tomorrow. A new CBS News Battleground Tracker poll has Sanders with a 12-point lead over Biden in California and a smaller lead in Texas. The Wisconsin Badgers have cracked the AP poll for top 25 for the first time this season. The Badgers are ranked 24th in the latest poll that was released just about an hour ago. They're continuing to push for a Big Ten title after beating the Minnesota Gophers at home last night. 4 Badgers scored in double digits. Brad Davidson carried the Badgers with 20 points in Wisconsin's 71-69 victory over the Gophers. Here's a look at the Big Ten Conference right now. The Badgers sit in a tie for second place with Illinois and Michigan State. Maryland is on top of the rankings, and the Badgers are just 1 game behind them. Only 2 games left for Wisconsin. The Badgers will host Northwestern on Wednesday night and will travel to Indiana on Saturday. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
It's March, and that means there's no better time than right now to head to the market. Join me as we celebrate Frozen Food Month. And don't forget to put on your comfy shoes, because we've got a lot of exploring to do.
Well, the paper says energy costs are about to increase.
Good thing we had those new windows installed.
Yes. Cheers to saving money.
We hear that a lot here at Mad City Windows. Thousands and thousands of satisfied customers. We keep the cold out in the wintertime with our Eco Sky windows, only from us here at Mad City, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Take a look at the extra coatings of low E. Give your home an energy upgrade. And now would be a great time to call during our Slam Dunk Sale. 67% off the installation of new windows for your home. No payments and no interest for 18 months. A bonus $500 in Mad City cash to use towards your window purchase. Now that's a slam dunk. And a bonus, call during this program, get a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. Here's the number: 608-338-1616, 608-338-1616.
It's so good to see you. I missed the reunion, but these are for you.
Is she a relative?
She pretends to be so she can get our employee discount.
But during the Steinhoffel's employee family price sale, everyone gets the same discount that we get.
Yeah, I should probably tell her.
It's Steinhoffel's employee family price sale, where everyone pays what we pay. Get 40% on the largest selection of the best brands at the best prices. It's Steinhoffel's employee family price sale.
You cannot tell her.
Nope.
Make time to escape to the coast and enjoy 60 miles of beautiful beaches, and let the sound of the ocean's tide take you to your happy place. Now's the perfect time to book your spring getaway to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Besides, you deserve it. Seize your moment now and come, let go, and unwind on Myrtle Beach Time.
Let go and unwind on Myrtle Beach Time.
I'm in overdrive. I'm ready, 'cause these are the best days. These are the best days. These are the best days. These are the best days of our lives. Of our lives.
You make plans, what to wear, where to go, when to go, what to bring. And then the weather changes everything. Let News 3 Now First Warn Weather prepare you for what's coming. First, fast, and accurately, so you can plan your life.
It's March, and that means spring is right around the corner. St. Patrick's Day will be here before we know it. And let's not forget, it's also National Frozen Food Month. That means there's no better time to discover all the freezer aisle has to offer. And with all the sales going on and all the new items that are available, it's certainly something to celebrate. The freezer case is brimming with everything from easy appetizers and ready-to-use fruits and veggies to main dishes and the most decadent desserts. You know, we've all heard how important it is to eat a good breakfast, so check out all the options that'll help you jumpstart your day. For those of you looking for what to make for dinner, you can find everything from comforting favorites to ethnic specialties that make the need for ordering in takeout obsolete. On a special diet or watching what you eat, you're in luck, because there's a huge selection of organic, kosher, plant-based selections, as well as, let's just say, items that help us keep us smiling when we hop on the scale. There's also plenty of gluten-free options, too. Oh, boy, are those tasty. By simply mixing and matching a few featured items together, we came up with what we call our 10-minute chicken skillet. And yes, you can find all the basic ingredients for this in the freezer aisle. To get the recipe, simply visit our website. I'm Howard from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a freezer-friendly way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at noon, a sunny start to the work week, but we could see some rain later on. Meteorologist Chris Reese has more in your first warned forecast coming up.
To the insurance company on claim number RU786-VB09 and classified as a motor vehicle wreck, injuries to non-wage earner. Well, insurance company, my name is John, and that non-wage earner was my 9-year-old son who will never be the same after being hit head-on by a distracted driver. It's nice to meet you.
Insurance companies are in business to make money.
The way they do that is by paying you less than you deserve. If you're hurt, you need Bowler & Vaughn on your side.
Did you know 50% of your body weight rests in the middle while you sleep? That's why Sealy's exclusive Posturepedic technology reinforces the center where you need it most. But don't take my word for it. Come to Denver Mattress and see for yourself. Plus, get a free $200 Furniture Row gift certificate with the purchase of select Sealy hybrid mattress sets, and rest easy knowing every mattress comes with our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Sealy at Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
They look more modern. They don't look like the old ones, but it makes the house look nicer. The maintenance is very easy because they fold out, so I can clean them from the inside of the house, so I don't have to go outside to clean them.
You're going to love your new maintenance-free windows and the ease of operation, custom-made, whatever size you need, bay, bow, double-hung, slider. Our windows provide a healthier environment for your whole family. And remember, if we don't have the color for the outside, we'll make it for you here at Mad City Windows. Check us out at madcitywindows.com and check out our Slam Dunk Sale. 67% off the installation of new windows for your home. No payments and no interest for 18 months. And a bonus, $500 in Mad City cash to use towards your window purchase. Now that's a slam dunk. And a bonus if you call today, a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call right now. Check us out. A lot of folks doing that online at madcitywindows.com.
Hi, folks. Tuesday morning, the warm start to March is going to continue. Hattie will have your forecast to start the day.
And with concern about coronavirus spreading, we're going over how you can prepare to protect your family.
We'll see you at 4:30.
Wisconsin voters deserve the truth. I'm News 3 Now's Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Our call for action phone bank is open right now, ready to take on your consumer issues. The number 608-270-2833. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. Finally going in the right direction. The Dow up 760 points. The NASDAQ up 226. The S&P 500 up almost 79. People getting some bargains apparently on Wall Street. Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yaki. Going in the right direction.
Well, thank heavens. It was getting a little nerve-wracking, to say the least, on the volumes we were losing last week. Commodities have turned around as well, Mark. Corn, beans, all trading higher. The wheat still under a little bit of water, but at least corn and beans are up in nearly double digits for both corn and beans. Talking a little bit more about what's happening in Wisconsin agribusiness, keep your eyes open starting this weekend at the Wisconsin State Hockey Tournament here in Madison, and then girls basketball tournament in Green Bay, boys basketball tournament in Madison, because our dairy farmers of Wisconsin are partnering up again with the WIAA for different chocolate milk recognition during those different tournaments. They have more than 20 scientific studies that show how good chocolate milk is for a body after strenuous exercise. It's got the right kind of quality proteins and nutrients in chocolate milk, and obviously you can't argue with the taste. I was talking to Katie Hepler, Senior Marketing Director from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. She said campaign was so successful last year, they actually ran out of chocolate milk at the Kohl Center during the boys basketball tournament. So they're kind of hoping that they'll have some of that same good news to report to our dairy farmers after the spring March Madness activities again. So chocolate milk, the focal point for Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin with the WIAA tournaments. In dairy markets today, we've got some big jumps and some question as to direction. Barrel cheese today in Chicago down 1/2 cent at 158 1/2. The 40-pound block cheese, though, gained 4 1/2 at 176 3/4. Double A butter today up a whopping 10 1/2 at $1.83 per pound. So, like you said, Mark, it's not just Wall Street that seems to be shaking off the concerns over coronavirus. People are getting in on our commodities and investing today as well, and we're happy to see that turnaround.
And I love chocolate milk, by the way.
I think that's just a great story. I love it.
It is a good story.
And the fact that they sold out of it at the Kohl Center, that's a good news for my dairy farmers.
Good for them. All right, we'll see you later, Pam. Thank you.
All right.
Chris is here now with a sunny forecast for today.
That's right, Mark. The weather is still absolutely fantastic here across South Central Wisconsin, even though if you step outside, you may notice things are a little bit cooler out there today. But we're going to bounce back as we go through the week. No worries at all. We're also likely staying dry as we go through the rest of this week as well. Once again, it's forecasts that will generally be full of good news for a lot of folks out there. Now, this is the temperature change as we've gone through the past 24 hours. One of the things you will see is this large area of the Midwest where temperatures are colder than they were 24 hours ago. Folks, that's right behind a weak cold front that slipped on through. So yes, the true warm, mild temperatures that we saw yesterday, a lot of that's now off towards the south and east, and places that were seeing snow just days ago are now getting in on another round of the rain and the cloud cover. But there's another warm front slated to come our direction. This is already developing across parts of southwestern Canada and the high plains as we speak. Weather is quiet across the upper Midwest, but what you see moving towards Winnipeg and Bismarck, this is the next little quote-unquote disturbance that I'm going to watch as it begins to work its way towards south central Wisconsin. In the meantime, we are quiet right now. Things are absolutely beautiful outdoors. A little high, or a few high clouds out there. Temperature-wise, we're at 38. Winds are out of the west and northwest at 10 miles per hour. So if you catch the breeze, it will feel like 31. But if you're in the sun, of course, things feel better. We still see that westerly to northwesterly wind flow. This is why our temperatures are cooler out there today. We're at 37 as you work your way towards Janesville. Wisconsin Dells are at 35. So we see a lot of us that are still sitting into the middle 30s. But let's show you how things begin to progress. We'll top out into the low 40s headed into this afternoon. A little bit more cloud cover may begin to stream in, but watch what happens as we move through the overnight hours. Hear those winds now coming out of the south. Temperatures are at 24, and remember that weak disturbance I mentioned? Here's that brief little chance of snow coming in early tomorrow morning. That gets out of here quickly. We see our winds turning from the west now. Temperatures top out around 45 by the time we move you into tomorrow afternoon. So already we're adding to the degrees of warmth, and that will continue as we go through the week. Here we are Wednesday night. A weak disturbance passes toward the south. Lows only fall to about 30 at that point. Here's what happens with the upper air pattern. That colder air that we're seeing right now, that begins to move towards the north and east. A huge ridge begins to develop out west. We start to see more warmth. That comes our direction by the weekend. And folks, we're really focusing on the Midwest for the warmer than normal temperatures, not just through the next 6 to 10 days, but through the next 8 to 14 days as a whole. Folks, our average highs are still in the 30s. So This entire forecast is well above average. We have temperatures completely in the 40s and 50s. Saturday, it'll be close to 50. Next Sunday, we'll likely make it into the mid-50s. The only chance of rain right now is Monday and Tuesday next week. Otherwise, this is just a forecast that is full of warm weather and dry weather. Lots of sunshine out there.
It looks great.
It does look great. It's going to feel great, too.
And we go through this every year. I'm not going to put the shovel away yet, though. I'm not going to jinx it.
I wouldn't advise it. I know I did it, but I like to play. That is my high-risk game of the winter, my thrill-seeking. So we'll see what happens.
Whether to put the shovel away or not.
I know.
All right, thank you, Chris. Ahead on News 3 Now at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here to take your plant and garden questions. The number to call, 270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You wouldn't go to Stanton, would you, Fergus? You don't think that Stanton's glasses are more beautiful than mine, do you?
I am going to ask you one last time.
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pair for $59.95, plus a free eye exam.
Find your style at Menards with 11% off Patriot Lighting.
Or you could add stylish storage with 11% off all Dakota shelving.
Insulate and save big on energy costs, plus get 11% off.
Create your dream Clearview kitchen with 11% off.
You'll be floored by our vinyl plank flooring. Get 11% off all of it.
Whatever you're working on, you'll get 11% off now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When their cry is a different kind of cry.
When you know they're sick, but are afraid to know how sick they really are.
That's when you want answers. When you need answers.
Because when it's your child,
your baby,
it's different.
This is where you'll find doctors unlike any other doctors, where we treat the untreatable and conquer the seemingly unconquerable. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Dramatically change the environment of an entire room with the addition of new bay. Bow are picture windows from Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler, Mad City Windows. Our windows, the Eco Sky windows, have durable Polytech frames. We're going to give your home an energy upgrade, less wear and tear on the replacement expenses for your heating and air both winter and summer. And you can count on us to do the job on time and on budget and during our slam dunk sale. 67% off the installation of new windows for your home. Look at this, no payments and no interest for 18 months. And a bonus, $500 in Mad City cash to use towards window purchase. Now that's a slam dunk. And if you call now, last chance in this program, you get a bonus, a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. Give us a call today. Check us out online at madcitywindows.com. Don't miss out on these special savings. Call today.
They look great. They're affordable. Stanton, how do you do it? Oh, nice. Are those?
Get out!
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pair for $59.95, plus a free eye exam.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here taking your calls at 270-9933. Happy meteorological spring.
Thank you. Same to you.
And you got some flowers, spring flowers here?
I do. We got some hyacinths. Remember last week we had that big purple, the campanula? This is the same genus, so same plant, just a different form. And I pencil cactus because I have a soft spot in my heart. My mother had a 6-footer. So when people call and talk about those plants that they've had forever and how big they are, I always think of pencil cactus.
That'll get 6 feet?
My mom's was 6 feet.
Well.
Ugh.
Let's go to the phones.
It happens.
We'll start with Nancy from Milton. Hi, Nancy.
Hello. How are you today, Mark?
We're doing great. What's your question?
Okay. I have a peace lily, and the tips of the leaves are turning brown.
Okay, Nancy, that's usually one of two things with a peace lily. So sometimes it's draft. Peace lilies like a warmer spot, and if you have it by a door or a window maybe that you've opened on the past couple of nice days, so it could be draft. Also, sometimes they're a little bit sensitive to city water. So when you water it, let your put your water in a bucket or a pitcher or something and let it settle for 24 hours so that the salts and additives to the water will sink to the bottom. Or you can use rainwater or well water or something distilled. That should help.
Okay, let's go to Tina in Baraboo. Hi, Tina.
Hi. I have 2 hibiscus trees, and I brought them in for the winter, and they seem to have, seem like they're dead. But I wanted to know how I could maybe prune them back or trim them back, and maybe the roots might still be good.
Let me ask you a quick question. Did they have big flowers in hot colors like yellow or orange, or smaller flowers that were like blue or soft pink?
No, the large.
Okay, so those are the tropical ones, so bringing it inside was the right thing to do. Hibiscus are really sensitive to low light, and oftentimes, even if you had it in a really sunny spot in your house, it's not sunny enough. Give those twigs, the ends, a little bend and see if they're flexible, and if they are,
they're not anymore.
So what I would do is prune it back to where you see green tissue underneath the bark, and just keep your fingers crossed and see if some buds will pop. Now that days are longer, you should start seeing some active growth. It would be okay to give it some fertilizer and to step up your watering.
Okay, thanks for calling. Let's go to Jenny in Barneveld. Hi, Jenny.
Hi. I just have a question about starting herbs from seeds. What are the best ones to start that you have the best luck with?
Well, the easiest ones to start are the ones that tend to be more annual here. So cilantro, basil, that kind of thing. The more perennial herbs like thyme, the woody things, will take a little bit more time. I would say that one thing you can never start from seed are any of the mints. Only spearmint is from seed. All the other mints, like the fancy mojito mints or peppermints, those are all cut from tissue cuttings or grown from tissue cuttings. So those you'll have to buy as plants.
A lot of people have a little herb garden in their kitchen.
Yes, they do, and it's good during the winter, but they really would rather be outside.
Really?
Yes, especially the ones that are easy to grow from seed. They get whitefly pretty easily.
Can you start any other seeds now, or is it too early?
You can start super hot peppers. You can start any of the cold weather veg, like things from the broccoli or cabbage family. You can start inside onions, so like leeks or bulbing onions, and then any of the perennial flowers.
So
you can break out those seed trays.
Oh, good. We made it. Hopefully.
It always happens.
All right, we're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. At least we'll talk to you off the air. We'll see you next week.
Indeed.
And Chris has one final check of the forecast.
Plenty of sunshine out there, Mark. We're a little bit cooler than we were at this time yesterday, but it's still warm for this time of the year. Our average high is 36. We are already warmer than 36 degrees. We're at 38. We're going up to 41. 45 for Tuesday, 46 Wednesday, 48 by the time we get you towards Thursday. Now, I will say there's a slight chance of a little mix tomorrow morning. That shouldn't be a big deal at all. Sunshine will continue to be the main story here. Beautiful skies expected by the time we get you towards Friday, and then check out what happens Saturday and Sunday. For the past couple of weeks, our best weather has been on the weekends, and our warmest days have been Sunday. This upcoming weekend looks to sing the same tune. We'll watch a rain chance coming our direction by Monday and Tuesday next week.
Spring ahead on Saturday night. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4. In the meantime, have a good afternoon.